when I saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, he has captured the vision that animates Redeemer, the community, the students. I worked here for 30 years as a professor and vice president and president, but the important thing is, while I was studying, I was in Toronto and there were people there who were interested in doing art as Christians. And one of the people who came to that group was Matt Cupido, a Christian artist, very gifted, been across Canada. And we were friends because he used to have his art studio in our house up on the 3rd floor. Yeah. So when Redeemer was here, then we thought art should be part of this. And then the idea came to Matt and to me individually, and I visited him. The idea that he might be an artist in residence here for a year, and that he might come, work with students in art, do an exhibition, and then also do a mural for us. And then he came with the idea of this mural, this staircase.
Awesome.
I call it the staircase mural. And so his title is There Is a River.
Yeah.
And so that's a little bit about me, and that's a little bit about how this mural came to be here.
Awesome.
What Matt did is he started with the coat of arms of Redeemer, which has on it the victorious lamb. And so that is a traditional Christian symbol, which you see right in the center there. And then he also pulled in, which you see in the Alpha and the Omega, and those are on the Redeemer coat of arms.
Yeah.
So Matt kind of walked the place and then tried to get a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and he said, if that's the core of Redeemer, the victorious Lamb who has died to reconcile all things to himself on heaven and earth, this is what inspired the vision. Now, I do not understand why he based it on Psalm 46. Other than that, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. Because if you start to look at the symbolism here, where it comes from is Revelation 22. But what a lot of people didn't know, and what I learned from Matt, is that Ezekiel 47 is really the Old Testament reference.
Oh, okay.
If you read Ezekiel 47, then you will see the vision of, from the temple, a trickle starts. And it starts to flow, and it flows down toward the salt sea, and it becomes a river. And whatever the river touches comes to life and blossoms. I mean, that's Christ, right?
Yeah.
That's the Spirit. And so, and that's where the imagery in Ezekiel 47 says, on both sides of the river there are trees, and every month they are in leaf. And the leaves are for healing.
Definitely.
And so Matt always liked the Old Testament too, so what he wove in as well, look at the trunks of the trees.
Oh.
You know the psalm, the trees of the field will clap their hands.
Oh, wow.
As they, So there it is. So he wove that in as well. And then in addition, he's got stones at the bottom.
Stones.
We are the stones because our hearts of stone become hearts of flesh when they are touched by the Spirit of God. And this is what I didn't know as well, there are symbols for the fruits of the Spirit. And if you look on each of the stones, then you will see the fruits of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness. He painted those on to show how the hearts of stone become hearts of flesh when they are touched by the power of Christ through the Spirit.
Yeah.
And then I think just to bring home the fact that this is not only for every tribe and tongue, but also for all of creation, then down below you see the Isaiah 65, where the lion will lay down with the lamb, and they will all be at peace in my holy mountain. So those are sort of your pillars: Psalm 46, Ezekiel 47, Revelation 22, Isaiah 65. This is a sermon right there, and if we think about the root of the sermon, I think for Matt Cupido was being in this university. This really symbolizes the mission that this university wants to be part of.
Yeah.
the mission of God. And so, and then the sort of the icing on the cake, if you will, is the fleur-de-lis, because Matt knew, because he was in Ontario in 1976. So that fleur-de-lis represents, because it comes from the symbol for Ontario. So this is, God has placed to carry out his mission, Colossians 1, all things under Christ, in Ontario.